Confusion still reigns on the future of the BBI, with the Senate and National Assembly committees confirming that only 11 counties debated the correct BBI bill. According to the committee, which says they have agreed on a joint report, 32 county assemblies received a bill with typographical errors, but this will not affect the outcome. The committee now says that the report will be presented to the two speakers next week. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Muridi has been following the goings-on at the Windsor Hotel, where the members of parliament have been meeting, and now joins us live. Kennedy, what do you have for us?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Olive, there in studio. And here in Kiambu County, where the committee has just given their press conference indicating what they have been able to agree upon for the last 5 days where they have been meeting. But as you've just said, there is a bit of confusion that we would really want the chairperson of that committee to allay those fears for us, because you'll remember that they have indicated that 32 counties may have debated a report that had a typographical error that, according to the committee, is not very harmful, but 11 counties may have also gone ahead to debate the right one that did not have typographical errors. But right now we are joined by the chairperson of the National Assembly Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, Mr. Muturi Kigano, just to get a feel and to understand this in wholesome. Mheshimiwa, how does this even affect? You're saying that it won't affect, yet others believe that with a typographical error that has been debated by 32 other counties, then this is something that is quite worrisome.
No, that is why it is provided for. This sort of scenario is provided for in the law. There is a whole chapter called Chapter 1 of the Laws of Kenya is revision of laws. These are matters that are superficial errors that would be amendable because they don't go to the substance, they don't go to the root of the subject, they are just typographical errors. 87 being called 89. So that is the only thing. And if you look at it keenly, you see that there is no Article 87, Sub-Article 7. It is not. There isn't. There is 87. There isn't Sub-Article 87. But you have 89, Sub-Article 7. The substance is in 89, Sub-Article 7.
As a lawyer, and knowing that this might even cause an avenue for someone to go to the court of law just to say that the counties debated something that is different from the one that was there. Do they have those grounds?
No. That anybody who wants to go to court on such a frivolous thing will be vexatious and dismissible by the court on the face of his petition, because there is no substance, right? It is a car being called Toyota instead of Nissan. That sort of thing is not. It doesn't go to the root. Yeah, is very minor, and they are provided for. Even if you go to the standing orders of both houses, you see that these are errors that are correctable. They are not even correctable on a motion in the House. The Speaker has inherent powers to correct errors that do not go, that are apparent on the record or on the bill.
Also, in your press conference a few minutes ago, you were able to say that there are those who absconded from probably appending their signatures on the final report. And also, are we also looking at the possibility of a minority report from some members who were in that committee?
No, these are minor again, and these have been accommodated. The report could be unanimous, save for Senator Kangata. He didn't give his views, he just said he's rejecting the bill. Yeah.
But we also come across information where there is a probability that in the committee you have agreed that the position that the 70 new constituencies having been put in the BBI is unconstitutional, and there are some members who are opposed to that particular view. What would you say be, because we do understand that they are also pushing to have a minority report?
No, there is no minority report respecting the constituencies. It is just the tenor when the schedule and all that. But we have given our observations on this, because we are not supposed to give a decision. What we give is observations and commentaries. And we have brought a wealth of information, a wealth of jurisprudence from many other countries and many other decisions from Europe, from all over the world. We have included them in the report. so that to guide the House. But the basic thing is, irrespective of what feelings of you or I or any other member, the bill has been, we have a report that is adopted and approved by the committee, joint committee, and it goes to the Speaker. You cannot change that bill. That is a finding we have on the report, that the bill is under Article 257 because it is people-driven. It cannot be amended by anybody, even Parliament.
Now, just before I take you back to studio, when do you expect to take this report to the speakers of the...
Today. The report is from here is going to the Speaker. That's why, and you can, thereafter, it will be accessible to you and the members of the public. And then it will be a guide to members of both houses when they debate. It is useful as a guide.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, Olive, I will leave the chairperson to go back because he says that there are some documents that he still needs to sign within the committee. But what we are coming from, Olive, is a matter of where those people who say potato and potato, where they are saying that this bill does not need to be changed too much, as they say, but they will. It is the prerogative of the Speaker to decide, and as they call it, they are calling it the minor changes. But what he has said at last is that this is a matter of public interest that will have to go to the public as per Article 257 of the Constitution. So the events that will take place starting today and next week are something that Kenyans will have to watch very keenly, because he is of the view that this is a frivolous matter that one cannot have to go to the courts to challenge, but it is a matter that Kenyans having that right might also just decide to do that, noting that that typographical error may cause something different, having noted that 32 county assemblies may have debated something different. We are also keeping an eye on that press conference that has been called by Irungu Kangata, the senator for Murang'a, as he had noted that the committee had insisted that he's the only person who absconded, but he is of the view that there are so many people who have divergent views, and there's a probability that even as they were making this decision today, they might have been coerced to sign this report or not. So it is a matter that we are waiting for, and there's a probability by the time we are giving you our news later in the day, we'll have gotten the full information and also the report itself. But right now we are keeping an eye on everything that is happening, and we'll be giving you details as and when we do get them in our subsequent bulletin. But right now, it's back to you, Olive, in studio.
Thank you, Kennedy. It does promise to be a busy day for you. He spoke to the chair of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee of the National Assembly, and that is Kigano Clement Muturi, who said the differences in the bills debated by the county assemblies did not go to the substance.